Hello everybody, and thank you so much for making time to join me again as we share on today's topic. Today's topic is rather a common occurring condition, and it normally affects the elderly. Young ones could also be affected by it. It normally targets the bones, or should I say, the joints. Today's topic is arthritis or osteoarthritis. So I'm going to be using very simple terms so that many of us can get to understand what really osteoarthritis is and how best we can manage it when faced with one. So, basic things. First things first, what is osteoarthritis? So, osteoarthritis in simple terms is inflammation or swelling of the joints. Okay, now the question could be, what could cause a joint to swell? So, the human body has got bones, right? And we have joints between bones. For example, I have my shoulders, I have my arms, my forearms, my fingers. So this is my wrist. So between my fingers and my forearm, I have this wrist joint. Between my forearm and my arm, I have my elbow joint, and it's mobile. Yes. And also on my feet, on my legs, I've got my thigh and my leg. In between, I have the knee joint, and then I have my leg and my foot. Somewhere in between, we have the ankle joint. Right. So arthritis loves to target mainly the joints. And the most commonly affected joints are the weight-bearing joints, meaning the joints that bear a lot of weight. Okay, for example, my wrist is very free. It's not carrying anything heavy, it's just free. But my ankle is carrying my whole body. Imagine um, when I'm walking, I don't float, I step on the ground and I'm using my ankle joints. First of all, there's my hip joint, yes, then there's my knee joint, then we have my ankle joints down there. So arthritis loves to affect the weight bearing joints. Not that it can't target any other joint, it can, but it loves to affect the weight bearing joints. So now what causes joints to swell is the question. There are many factors that would cause a joint to swell. For example, injury. Okay, here take for instance you are running. You're running, and then you fall, ouch. You land your knee onto the floor. First of all, it's going to hurt. And then, the body doesn't like injury. The body doesn't like any pain. So because of that injury, ouch, the body will sense and say, there's something happening on my knee joint. What's happening there? Then it's going to send soldiers to go to the knee. What's happening here? What's happening here? We've come to protect the knee. We've come to protect the knee. And then when they come, they find the knee is complaining, ouch, I had fallen. And maybe there's been blood coming out. So the soldiers are going to try to stop the bleeding. They will try to protect the knee. But then, as they are trying to protect the knee, too many soldiers in one place make it causes congestion. So the knee starts to swell, right? And then after they've arrested the bleeding has stopped. There's so many soldiers down there, like there's so much activity going on, and now the joint begins to say, you guys are too many, I need to be free, I need some space, but then the soldiers, maybe they're trying to still protect because they don't want the injury to come back again. So they'll still be there trying to protect. Guys, let's not go. Let's just remain. Let's protect our knee. But as they are trying to remain there for long, they start feeding on the knee structures because they left their houses. Now they are staying in the knee. So now here in the knee, They start eating the food around the knee. So now, instead of helping the knee, they now start eating up the knee. Now, what do they eat up? Um, Many of us have eaten chicken before, and at the end of each bone, we find that white substance. So I'm going to use a baby wipe. So yeah, but yeah. So we have at the end of each bone, we have a white substance known as the cartilage. And many times the cartilage can come out. And I love to eat cartilage. Yeah, I don't know about you, but I love to eat cartilage. So um, the soldiers will start now feeding on this cartilage until at the end the bone becomes exposed. Now, when the bone becomes exposed, remember it's bone against bone, it's a joint. Hey,